Welcome to this yin yoga practice for Anja Chakra, your third eye chakra, located between the eyes. It is associated with your inner wisdom, spirituality, foresight. So you can visualize, if you want to, the color purple for this chakra. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to the natural flow of the breath. So just give yourself a few moments to tune into the body, into the present moment. Notice how you're seated. Make any little adjustments that you need to. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, lengthen the spine, slight engagement on the abdomen. And bring your awareness to your third eye and see if you can concentrate on that spot. Gently breathing in and out through the nostrils. As you concentrate on your third eye, see if you can feel a sense of inner peace, of inner calmness. If you want to, you can imagine an aura of purple light surrounding the whole body. As you draw your attention deeper inwards. When you're ready, open the eyes. So for our first posture, we're going to do a crocodile pose. But before we start, actually I just mentioned to you, we have the usual blocks and bolster here. But I also have a flat bolster. And you might want to get maybe a couple of bed pillows and use those for one particular asana that we're going to do today. So we'll start off coming onto our abdomen for crocodile pose. We're not going to use any props for this first one. So you're going to come down onto your tummy, like so. Just move this here so I have my timer. And we're going to do crocodile pose. So crocodile pose, you are turning your feet out, heels down towards the floor. Now depending on your body shape and whether you're naturally more internally or externally rotated, this will either be quite easy for you or seem pretty impossible. So see how you feel. You could always put cushions underneath, blanket if you wanted to. So Then we're just going to relax here. So a nice relaxing one to start with. So you can just take your forearms across the top of the mat, bent at the elbow, and relax your forehead down so your third eye is pressing into your forearms. And we're going to spend 5 minutes here. Okay, so, and relaxing there. So you can bring your awareness once again to your third eye. And at the same time, you're concentrating on relaxing those feet as much as you can, drawing the heels towards the floor as the feet turn out. So make sure you're not holding any tension in the shoulders, that the abdomen, hips, pelvis, lower back, all completely relaxed here. Noticing any sensations in the body, and also noticing any thoughts that pop into the head. And try and behave like a silent bystander and just absorb whatever appears without judgment and without involvement. So each time a thought pops into the head, you're acknowledging it and then letting it go. Bringing the awareness back to the sensations in the body and the flow of the breath. And being aware of that gentle pressure of the forearm, on the forehead, on your third eye. Two more minutes here. Allow yourself to sink deeper into the floor. Feel yourself grounding into the floor beneath. bring your feet so that your tops of your feet are flat on the floor. And we're going to go straight into the next one because we're staying on the abdomen, and we're going to go into our Sphinx pose. So for your Sphinx pose, you're lifting up through the chest and you're resting your elbows down on the floor. You can either have your your arms straight like this and spread your fingers, plant your hand. So you can either do your Sphinx pose like this or interlacing the fingers and pressing down like that. So if this is too much for you, you can just keep the tops of the feet flat. You can put a bolster underneath your chest. So let's just get a couple of props here. So you can put a bolster underneath your chest. Or a cushion if you have a cushion, if you don't have a bolster. So you can put a bolster underneath your chest and rest here. You can use blocks underneath your hands, like so. And if you don't need a bolster underneath your chest, you can, and you want to go a little bit deeper, you can use the blocks underneath your forearms to raise you up a little bit more. So if you had a third block or a cushion, put it underneath the hands there as well. As far as the legs are concerned, if you have lower back issues, have the legs a little bit wider. If not, bring the legs a little closer. So find what is a comfortable position for you, that you are feeling a stretch, but you're able to stay there. So remember, we're looking for a satisfying opening of the body, but no pain, no sharpness, no tension in the body. So we don't want to have to really tense the body up to hold ourselves there, because then that defeats the purpose. And a nice, slow, deep breath. Trying not to collapse down into the shoulders, so trying to just put gentle pressure on the forearms just to lift you up. Pelvis is nice and relaxed on the floor. So, I'm going to just place my bolster there. And once you have your comfortable position, a position that you're happy with, trying to find a little bit of stillness there. You can close the eyes here, and again bring your awareness between the eyebrows to Anja Chakra. So we've one more minute here. So very slowly, if you are using props, just move them out of the way. And make yourself nice and long, give yourself a good stretch, maybe wiggle the fingers. And then when you're ready, take your hands either side of the chest, elbows in, push yourself up, come up into a tabletop. Take a few breaths there, maybe a couple of cat-cows, just dipping the abdomen, looking forward, and rounding the spine, maybe a little rock from side to side. Getting ready now for a child's pose. So, you can take a wide-legged child's pose if that's more comfortable for you. If you want to have the knees in line with the hips, that's fine too. So whichever, or wide-legged with the big toes touching, knees out to the sides. So whichever is more suitable for you. And then we're going to come down and relax the forehead here. So, options. You can come a little higher and place a block underneath your forehead. You can rest your hands here by the side so your elbows are bent. You can take the block a little lower. Stretch the arms forward. Or you can do without your block and have your forehead on the floor. So, depending on how you feel today, you can always put a cushion underneath your head instead of a block, or put a blanket over the block so that the block isn't as hard. So I'm going to keep a block for a little while, just to let my body relax a little before I release it down to the floor. So once again, being aware of that third eye chakra as we press it into the block or into the floor. And as the body relaxes down, abdomen down towards thighs or between the thighs, you can relax the forehead a little more. You can take the hands down by your sides. So whatever works for you to let go in this pose. So we've 3 more minutes here. So with each exhale, allow the body to let go a little more. With each exhale, the body sinks a little deeper. Feeling all that tension start to melt away as you surrender into the pose. So coming up to all fours, bring your knees in line with the hips if they're not already. And you might want to stay here for a few breaths. You might want to rock backwards and forwards maybe. Or you might feel like you need to stretch the legs and come up for a down dog. Maybe have a little walk there. I'm getting ready for our next asana, which is dangling. So it's a forward fold. So we're coming with our feet hip distance apart or a comfortable distance apart. And we're just going to relax our whole body down. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to. And you can take hold of the elbows there. And just relax the head. And allow gravity to work for you. You could maybe prop with some blocks if you felt you needed to. But as much as possible, let gravity do its thing. And we'll spend 3 minutes here. I can get the timer to change. And if you needed blocks for support, if you wanted to bring a little bit of rocking backwards and forwards into it, just until you settle, you can. If 3 minutes feels like a little bit too much for you today, you can You can maybe try the 1 minute. See how you feel. So we're going to stretch into the legs. And just allowing all that energy to go towards your third eye. So all the chi energy, all the fluids rushing into the head, replenishing and nourishing the upper body. So feel free to come down at any time if you feel the 2 minutes is enough. A really good stretch into the hamstrings. Make sure you have a nice bend on the knees if you need to. So if you're still with me, we have 1 more minute here. If not, taking a little rest, maybe in a child's pose. Maybe in a tabletop. Maybe doing your cat-cows. So just 10 more seconds left. So maybe allow yourself to melt down just a little bit more. And then slowly coming down. Taking your little breather. Taking your child's pose. Or any other movement that you feel is appropriate for your body right now. So we're going to sit in Vajrasana or hero pose, saddle pose in yin. So for your saddle pose, you're sitting between the heels, and what you can do is put a couple of blocks underneath you if you need to, like so, and we're going to stay upright like this. So you can put blocks or cushions underneath you to lift you up a little bit. If it's really not working for you with the heels on the outside of the hips, then go into Vajrasana and sit on the heels. And you can always put your cushion underneath your knees here or underneath your ankles if you find your ankles going back is a little bit sore. So see what works for you. I need a little bit of a cushion today to begin with, so I'm going to take this cushion here and just pop it underneath. So see how you are. I'm having a little bit of a stiff day today, so I'm giving myself that little bit more support. So I've come forward a little bit today, being a little bit more gentle with myself. So I'm going to spend 5 minutes here. So once again, closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Once you've found your comfortable position, rest your hands on your thighs. And breathe and allow the hips, buttocks to melt down towards the floor. Letting go of any tension across the shoulders, in the knees or in the hips. Make sure you're not feeling any pain or major discomfort. And what you're feeling is just a nice deep stretch. Remembering to send the breath into the area if you're feeling any tension. Inhale with awareness and exhale with release. So feel that body, visualize that area of the body, letting go with each exhalation. So all the while being aware of your posture, and just can always imagine that rope coming from the crown of your head, pulling you up towards the ceiling so that you feel that length in the spine. So if you want to now, bring a little bit more awareness into that third eye. You can rub your hands together. So rub your hands together while you're sitting there. Until you feel that warmth, that heat between the palms of your hands. And then place your hands over your eyes so that your little fingers, ring fingers, are rested on your third eye. You can feel that heat, that gentle warmth into the eyes. Without opening the eyes, you can repeat that. Rub the hands, get that heat going. Place the palms once again over the eyes. Little finger, ring finger, just gently pressing into the third eye, not putting pressure, but just feeling the presence of the fingers there. And maybe we'll do that one more time. So when you're ready, Lift yourself up. So use your hands to support you. Lift yourself up. You might be a little stiff now. Come onto your hands and knees. Move any props out of the way. Tuck your toes and maybe come up for a good stretch in your down dog. Maybe just lifting the heels up and back just to get some motion going in those ankles. Just to give yourself plenty of time. If you need any more time in between these postures, remember you can just pause it and do it in your own time. Okay. So for our next posture, we're going to do a supported deer pose. So you're going to take, you probably won't have a flat bolster at home, so use your bed pillows. So maybe 2 bed pillows, one on top of the other. And let me just think which way around am I going. Okay, I'm going this way. So that you can see. No, I'm not. I'm going this way. Okay. And I want maybe a block or 2 there. So I'm coming down. I'm going to bring my knees so that my pillows are right at the small of my back. My knees are pointing towards the ceiling, and I'm just going to drop them over to the left. And then you're going to separate the legs. Okay, so you've got your legs like this. So separate the legs. And then support yourself as you relax down. And then you're going to take that right arm and you're going to support it like that. If it's too much, you're going to turn your head then to the left. If it's too much for you, then you can just relax the hand here or just hold the chest. So see how you feel. You might not want any support because you get a really good stretch then in the arm. So see what works for you. It's quite a nice relaxing pose, supported deer pose. So we're getting a little bit of a twist into our lumbar spine. And again, close the eyes, relax into it. Find that comfortable position. And you can just let go and bring the awareness to the sensations in your body. Releasing all that tension in your lower back. So becoming aware of the breath, feeling that expansion and contraction of the abdomen. And remember, it's a purple if you want to visualize a light at your third eye. So just one more minute on this side. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm going to go straight into the other side, but if you feel like you need to come up for a moment, again, just put me on pause and give yourself a minute. So coming with both knees up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to take our legs over to the right. So find a comfortable position first for the legs, and then stretch out the arms. And we'll spend 5 minutes on this side. So really feeling that space in the ribs. In the chest, across the arms. So 2 more minutes here. So breathing into it, surrendering into the pose, letting it all go. Allow yourself to feel really open in this posture. Letting go of all tension. Letting go of anything that you don't need. Any worries, concerns. Anything that's not worth your time, your thoughts. Allowing yourself to just be here. So very slowly, bring your legs back up, bring your arms in, your legs back up, knees pointing towards the ceiling. And you might feel you want to, rather than just lift up from here, because we've had a little bit of a bend on the back, we don't want to put tension in the back now. The back is nice and relaxed in that bend. So just leaning over to one side before you come up. Spend a few breaths just sitting up nice and tall. Maybe just bringing movement in if you feel like you need to. So maybe hands and knees and a few cat-cows just to release. Or a down dog. And then we'll take the legs out nice and wide. Give them a stretch. And we'll come into our wide-legged forward fold. So you can do your wide-legged forward fold here. concentrate on just getting that length in the spine. Or you can bring your soles of your feet together and do your butterfly. So whichever is more comfortable for you. So hugging a cushion or a bolster, propping it up with your blocks if you need to. Settle yourself in and deepen the breath. So going in nice and slowly, we've just had a little gentle back bend. So not forcing the body to go in the opposite direction too quickly. Feeling that stretch on the hamstrings now maybe. And into the lower back. Maybe the hips. Maybe across the shoulder blades. Or depending on your own personal tensions. Once again, just breathing into it. With each exhale, feel the body letting go a little bit more. So 2 more minutes left here. One more minute. Slowly waking your way back up. Okay. So come into a comfortable seated position. You can sit on a cushion. Make yourself comfortable. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close the eyes. Take a few nice deep breaths. Open the eyes. Take your right hand and bring all the fingers in apart from your little finger and your thumb. Place your thumb on your right nostril. Close the eyes. And we're going to inhale and exhale through the left nostril 3 times. And as you do so, just imagine bringing the breath through Anja, your third eye chakra. So close the eyes, pressing the thumb against the right nostril, closing off the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Take the small finger, place it on the left nostril, lift the thumb. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the right. Release the hand. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, both nostrils. Inhale, drawing the air up through Anya Chakra. Exhale. When you're ready, open your eyes. So did you notice which nostril you found more difficult? Which one was your most dominant nostril at the time? So my right nostril, you might hear it on that, was a lot more blocked than my left nostril. So doing this breath every now and then actually rebalances the breath and can help clear blockages from one nostril to the other. So just taking one more nice deep breath through both nostrils, in and out. Take your hands to breath. And place your forefingers on your third eye. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Take care.